Primal Scream estuvieron en Primavera Sound 2004 y repitieron en Primavera Sound 2019. Nos hace muchísima ilusión contar en persona con Bobby Gillespie, voz y alma de Primal Scream. Hello Bobby, welcome to Radio Primavera Sound. Thank you for coming.
Good afternoon, thanks for having us.
I imagine it's an impossible question, but do you actually have any memory of that gig in 2004? Because I do. It was the one where you were running constantly around the stage, throwing the microphone across and like...
Okay. Vaguely, yeah. Was it any good? Was it bad?
It was brilliant.
Okay.
It was brilliant.
What a trip it is listening to Maximum Rock and Roll. Were you aware at the time on these different stages of Primal Scream that you were doing such a vertiginous trip?
Well, when we started the band, we had a different guitar player, a guy called Jim Beattie, and then he left about 1988, and Robert Young took over as the guitarist, and Andrew Innes. So there was twin guitars, very high energy rock and roll. It changed the nature of the songwriting, and it changed the dynamics of the band. It was more fun to be the front man for that band. You could throw yourself on the ground. And
Working on the compilation Maximum Rock and Roll, have you learned something you kind of didn't were aware of your own band?
That's a good question. I'll have to think about that. It's a hard one, sorry. Hopefully something positive, you know. We're always trying to update the sound and always working on the dynamics of the songs, even the older songs. You know, we've done a week of gigs so far for this tour, and I think we're refining it and honing it down, and we're sounding great. We're really excited by the set, even although it's a lot, you know, singles from a long time ago. It feels fresh and new because of the approach of the band, and I think everybody in the band feels that.
In 2003, Primal Scream released Dirty Hits, which was your first compilation. How is this band nowadays in comparison with that band in 2003, 2004?
During that 16 years, we released, I think, 3 albums and like 9 singles. I think we wanted to release a compilation and put some of that music on there, and also include some of our early singles like Velocity Girl, Imperial and Gentle Tuesday, because they're very much part of our story. We get new fans all the time, and you know, I'm very curious when I become a fan of an artist. I want to know their history, what they've done beforehand, you know, before I arrived on their trip. And also, we were very proud of the singles that we've released over the years. I think it shows a good progression. So for us, I think I'm being remixed. I think I'm being remixed.
Have you done something wrong, Bobby?
I'm always doing something wrong. When we were teenagers and we got into punk and post-punk, you could mark a band's development through the new singles, you know. It was an important thing for us, you know, the singles.
One of the singles that I remember very fondly, which I think was one of the bravest things that Primal Scream have done, was getting Kate Moss to record Some Velvet Morning in a studio. What was it like working with someone who's not a professional singer?
Well, I'm not a professional singer. So that was 2 of us. It was great. I mean, Kate had already been a friend of ours since like early 90s. I mean, I was hanging out a lot with her back then, and like, I'm not sure, you know, and then we came up with the idea of Some Velvet Morning because we thought it was quite an interesting concept to have somebody as decadent and debauched and corrupted as Kate Moss sing the Phaedra part of Some Velvet Morning, because it sounds so innocent, you know.
We can leave you before asking you about the future. What your upcoming projects?
We get a new album coming out next year. I think it's going to come later in the year. We're very proud of it. It feels like the right music to release in 2020. How's it going? You all right?
Okay, we'll let you.
All right, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming, and see you tonight on stage.
Thank you very much for listening.